Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to a reading for the week of January 23rd. We're just going to jump right in here, Sag, as always, and we're going to see what is going on for you. You have this groom card. It says husband, marriage, and you also have this moose card that says acceptance and eccentric on it. So, I don't know. You might be like marrying an eccentric person. It doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to here. It could be any gender. But I also feel that some of you could be committing to something that is like a little bit eccentric as well, because you have the Star here and the Nine of Cups. Really amazing wish energy. The Hermit even has the Star in his lantern. So, for some of you, it's like you're attracting something that I feel has been frozen for a long time, or maybe you just haven't been seeing progress in a certain area of your life. But I feel like you're going to be kind of like getting something here in an unusual or in like an eccentric way, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but whatever. And, I kind of really like this. It definitely could be love. You have a lot of good love cards here, but again, if you don't want love, I feel like it's something that you will love, like a job, a business, money, take it how it resonates. And that's kind of like what I see here. I also feel like, I do feel this is kind of like saying that your story is not like anyone else's, I'm talking about life in general. It's like the way that you've, accomplished things, the way that you've gotten to certain places in your life. It's probably not like anyone else, and that's good. I would say that's a good thing, not a bad thing. You have the Hermit, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. I kind of like this as well, going Hermit, Ace of Cups to the Queen of Swords. This really tells me that you're starting to understand like why you had to go through certain things, or why certain experiences had to be part of your story. Again, she is clear for the first time. She's finally gaining clarity. And so it's almost like you've gained clarity, but you've also kind of like along the way, you've gained some knowledge and wisdom. Everything about the Hermit represents knowledge and wisdom. And I definitely feel that you're kind of like smarter and better off because of the things that you've been through. I feel like this is what you're looking for. It's like you're looking for, total fulfillment in your life, or at least a little bit more fulfillment. I also feel like that you have to kind of like go on a journey to find this fulfillment, or it's something, it's almost like I have this like weird feeling that you're just kind of like admitting to yourself that maybe you have to put more work into getting more fulfillment. If we go this way, you have the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands, really nice. But you have the Knight of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles here. I feel like you're starting to see that. Like, happiness is a result of achievement, which requires work. So it's almost as if this reading is saying to me that you're not afraid, or maybe you're realizing that, hey, I want to put the work in to find love, or to get my business going, or whatever, because that's what feels good. It's like you're understanding that going through things, or really having to create something and putting in the sweat equity, as they say, right? It's like that's the thing that makes it worth it. And I kind of feel like you're having like a realization like that with a Star. Definitely some sort of wish fulfillment. Sorry, I didn't want to switch there. Definitely a wish. I would make a wish if I were you as well. Whatever you're like, whatever you want, I would do whatever you do. Hope, wish, pray, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I would do it because it looks like you could be getting a wish. With the Hermit, you have the King of Wands. Yeah, I think this is just saying that you are the Hermit in this reading. I don't think you're in Hermit mode. I feel like it's just saying you've been through this dark night of the soul, you've climbed to the top of a mountain, or you've done some soul searching recently. And I feel like this is putting you in a very strong position here. A position of answers is what I'm getting. It's like you finally got some answers in your life, but maybe you provided these answers for yourself. It is interesting that right here, we have the King and Queen of Swords right next to each other. I don't like the King and Queen of Swords together in a reading. They're not terrible. Sometimes I think they're okay, but in this reading, she has her back to the King of Swords here. So I'm wondering if you have like gained some answers on like a past relationship, or on a person that you're dealing with just in general. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Three of Wands. Yes, you are definitely focused on expansion. Pretty much every single fire sign had this card, and I think it's because we have Jupiter and Aries. And again, Jupiter and Aries, even though it's not in Sagittarius, it doesn't matter. You are a fire sign, and it is going to affect you. So I feel like anything you can do to makes you feel expansive, like you're growing, like you're progressing, those are the things that I would be doing. And again, I do get this energy that says, like, do not be afraid of sweat equity. Don't be afraid to put the work into something that matters, because it's going to feel a lot better when you accomplish it, right? With the star, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success. Something's coming in, like a wish is coming in very quickly for you or something with this star card. Again, this isn't, it's like you earned it though. You know, there's a difference, I think, between like making a wish and just getting something without any sweat equity. I think you've earned something here, and so maybe it hasn't been quick, but I think the speed at which it does show up in your life is kind of quick. It is kind of happening a little bit faster than maybe normal. So it's like you're getting results. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this card that says you're shedding energies that no longer match your frequency. King of Swords here, I think, is what you're getting rid of. You have this Laborer card. We've literally been talking about work this whole time. It says your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. So there you go. Like I just said, I feel like your future self is saying if you put any hard work into something, or if you've been working towards something in your life, it's like you're becoming successful much, much faster than maybe you have in the past, or there is more success coming in for you more quickly. So I like to see that. I also feel like, again, if you want something, don't be afraid to put the work in, is what this is saying. You have the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. Again, with that shedding card, I do feel that some of you could be letting go of a connection here that just no longer serves you. Whatever this is right here, it just doesn't match your frequency anymore. It's probably this person right here. I kind of feel like you knew, if this is a relationship you're letting go of, what I'm getting here is it's like going this way. I think you knew exactly what you wanted, but they didn't, and there's just like no way to make them see that. So look at these two are kind of on the same page on the Two of Wands here. This is the after tarot, but they're both holding on to the world. They're both holding on to the same accomplishment. It's like that's what you're looking for, as a person, where it's like you're working towards the same world. Let's put it that way. Not this person right here. For some of you, I don't even think this was a bad person. It's like, it's going to be different for all of you. Maybe this person kept you stuck or whatever, but for some of you, maybe it was a good person, but maybe it's just not right, and you're just walking away or choosing something else. I do also feel that your future self is encouraging you to kind of like, this is my card of knowledge and wisdom. It's like and you also have the Hermit here as well, which is another card of knowledge and wisdom. There's a big difference between knowledge and wisdom. It's like knowledge is just knowing something. Wisdom is putting that knowledge into action and then finding out for yourself. And I think that's super important at this time, to like take things that you've learned and put them into action. Again, I feel really good about this Eight of Swords. Normally, I don't like the Eight of Swords, but I feel like you're setting yourself free. I feel like you're releasing yourself from a self-imposed prison. That's the whole point of the card, is that she is in a self-imposed prison and she could easily set herself free, so she needs to do it. And I feel like you are kind of like setting yourself free at this time. You have the Ace of Cups as well. Again, there could be future love coming in for you if you want love, of course. I feel, and you have the Two of Cups right next to it, so it definitely could be a soulmate connection. I also feel if you don't want love, and even if you do, this could be a connection between you and your higher self. I always say that the Two of Cups is kind of like you connecting to your higher self. This could be through meditation. You could be receiving messages through your dreams. You could be seeing repeating numbers or something like that as well. So I'd be paying attention to all those signs and symbols. That's where you could be getting like answers. You could be gaining clarity in your life. So if you're looking for those things like answers, clarity, signs, symbols, then you are going to see them. And I feel like this is saying like work with your higher self. It's going to cause your emotions to overflow. Let's see. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Six of Swords. I knew it. Like I said, I feel you're moving on from this. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, getting out of choppy waters, definitely heading towards like bigger and better things. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups. There you go. Walking away from the King of Swords, walking away from things that no longer serve you. I feel like you're looking for something more serious, more Two of Wands. For whatever reason, I feel like if you're looking for love, I feel like you're looking for the Two of Wands. Even if you're not looking for love, maybe you're looking for a job where you feel like you matter, or you feel like there's a purpose, right? The Two Wands, they're holding on to the accomplishment, the world. So maybe you're looking for a job or a career where there's like some sort of purpose behind it. It's not just like a job. It's not just a career. There's a lot going on here about your feelings. Remember what I was saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. But where was I going with that? I was talking about the Star card, about like, and I think we were talking about fulfillment with the Nine of Cups as well. I really feel you're looking for, and we were talking about sweat equity. That's what I was talking about, where it's like you want to put work into something that actually matters. And that's what I get here on that Two of Wands. I hope that makes sense. With the King of Swords, yep, Devil. So again, if you need to like block this person, block and move on, whatever you got to do, I would do it because, again, I feel like you kind of are here. I get a very mature feeling here. It's not like, I don't get a bunch of drama. I'm not saying there wasn't drama in this situation. I'm saying coming from your side. If this is you leaving a person behind, I don't get drama or any of that. I think you're just cutting it out. It could also be like a boss as well, or a job that you are cutting out and you're going towards something new. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this community card here. Right off the bat, I don't get anything unexpected. As I always say, I don't try to make these rows fit. If there's nothing unexpected, I'm just going to say there's nothing unexpected. But what I would say is I feel like your community is going to be very helpful for you. I mean, we are in a time of co-creation for the rest of your life. So, as I always say to everyone, teamwork makes a dream work. Whatever you can do to work with other people would be super beneficial. And again, as I like to remind people, it's like we don't even have to like directly work with people. You could be joining a group that talks about your business, right? And you're just bouncing ideas off of people. That's co-creation. When you create something, star card, when you put something out into the world that inspires other people, then you're co-creating, right? So it doesn't matter what type of co-creation you're doing. But I feel like if this wants to focus, all of it is going to be very helpful and beneficial for you. You have the High Priestess, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords here. I really feel like you're trusting in the unknown here is what I'm getting. It's kind of weird. The High Priestess, it's like you're trusting your intuition, of course, with the High Priestess. But as I always say, she has no roof over her head, and it represents unlimited potential. And it's like, I feel like you see, it's kind of like you see the good and the bad in that. Like, I feel like you see the freedom that exists if you grab on to, say, like starting a business or doing something more independent in your life, right? It's like you see the freedom. I feel like you see some of the bad stuff that could go along with that as well. It's like, unlimited potential, that's like a lot of space that needs to be filled. So I feel like you're kind of seeing that. But at the same time, I feel at least it's kind of like you're trusting your intuition, and I feel like you're trusting the signs and symbols that you're receiving from your higher self with the Two of Cups, if it's not love. And you're just allowing it to guide you. And when we do this, it's like you're living a more inspired life. You have that star card. And again, the star is all about hope, faith, and renewal. And I see like a great deal of faith here, but also inspiration. It's like you're following your own inspiration, which I tell people to do all the time, by the way. You have the Queen of Swords. You finally see something clearly. She's looking up at that butterfly on her sword there. And so I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you see that you have to make a transformation or some sort of change in your life. She's all about kind of like seeing, she has her back to the past and she's looking towards the future, but she understands that certain things have to change. Things have to, she can't keep doing what she's been doing all along. And I feel like you kind of realize that, or you're starting to recognize that you kind of have to like make some sort of change or do something differently. With the High Priestess, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, this is going to change your fortunes. The Wheel of Fortune is really about taking control of your destiny. I always say the Wheel of Fortune is your destiny in the sense that it's your personal vision of for your life. Like sometimes I feel people think like destiny like more magical. And I'm not saying this can't be magical, but it's more like what you see for your life, like where you see your life going, the direction you want your life to go. And again, I really like this because I feel like by dreaming big with that High Priestess, thinking about unlimited potential, you're taking control of your destiny. With the Two of Cups here, you have the King of Pentacles. Again, I feel if you're looking for love, this is probably more along the lines of what you're looking for. Could definitely be an earth sign coming in for you, but I feel like you're looking for something permanent, stable, successful. For others, I kind of just feel like you're more focused on your own stability. Again, you even end with that Two of Pentacles. And with the King of Pentacles here, you could be focusing on your finances at this time. And you have the Knight of Pentacles as well in your last row. So you could be focused on like growing your finances, creating more finances, all that stuff is kind of popping into my head. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles, again, focusing on your finances. Eight of Pentacles is a card of focus. The guy on the Eight of Pentacles, he's only doing one thing. He's only working on those pentacles. He's not focused on anything else. So I feel like by doing that, you're creating more success in your life. Love it. Finally here for messages from your guides, you have this Harlequin card. It says true feelings are being masked. Again, I do feel like there could be a person coming in who's maybe a little bit slow. For some of you, I really don't feel like you know who this person is yet because you have the Knight of Pentacles moving in very slowly. But again, if you're meeting a new person here, you have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this person could be like a little bit cautious. I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing. Again, I think with the Two of Wands, as long as your vision together is similar, then I feel like you're going to be successful here. I do also feel like this is saying that you need to, that it could be your own feelings about your destiny. And I feel like you need to kind of, not worry with that moose card at the beginning that says acceptance eccentric. Remember what I said? It's almost like your life isn't like anyone else's. And you can say that that's true for everyone, but I don't know. Just looking at the world, it seems like everybody wants to be like everybody else, right? So I feel like you need to embrace your uniqueness. You need to embrace your unique journey. And I feel like it's going to lead to you taking the lead in your life. The Two of Wands is a card of leadership. You have the Three of Wands as well, which I also consider to be a card of leadership. Two of Wands, again, the two people here, I do feel if you want love, it's there. It also can represent progress, and I do feel like you're at least making a lot of progress at this time, especially on the things that you have been working on. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a card of work hard, play hard. So as I always say with the Two of Pentacles, or, that if you're working hard, I would play hard. If you're playing too hard, I would make sure that you're working hard here. I'm also getting something about a settlement here. Every once in a while, I feel that the Two of Pentacles, this is not accurate tarot, but again, I read intuitively, and sometimes I feel that the Two of Pentacles can be a clue for a settlement or receiving a settlement. So if you are receiving a settlement, it could be a settlement, obviously. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Fool. Definitely time for you to pick a new path as well. You have the Two of Cups here, the High Priestess. You have this Two of Pentacles. A lot of this stuff is kind of like saying there's new opportunities that you have to take a leap of faith on. Could be new love as well that you are taking a leap of faith on here, but I feel like you're ready. It's like you're ready to go. You're ready to take some sort of leap of faith. With the Two of Wands, you have the Four of Swords. Again, I feel like you've been waiting for something for a long time, and maybe it's like finally showing up, and it's before you, right? It's like in front of you, but you have to like leave your comfort zone. They're standing at the top of a castle here, and the castle represents their comfort zone, like where on a traditional Two of Wands, it's like where he's always been. And normally there's a village down here that represents his comfort zone. The card literally represents leaving a comfort zone. So like I feel like sometimes when we get something we asked for, we question it, or we're like, there's no way it's that easy. And I kind of get that for you. It's like you're saying to yourself, there's no way this could show up for me this easily. But it hasn't been easy. I feel like that's the difference, is like you've been putting in the work, clearly. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Death card. Something is changing in your life. I would embrace the changes that are going on around you. We have a lot of change cards here. And I would also say, like, embrace the newness, because I feel like, stepping into new stuff is pretty much where it's at, which is true for everyone, but definitely true for you. We're going to pull 5 main themes now and see what's going on for you. You have the Submission card. It's like the Eight of Swords right here. You can see on this card that there's a bird in a cage, but the cage door is open. So I would ask you, like, where are you keeping yourself stuck, or where do you feel like you could be more free? Because I feel like you actually are more free. I would just look for like new ways of doing things as well. Star card, following your inspiration. Sometimes I think, especially right now, I think people are getting too stuck on thinking like, things have to work out this way for it to be a success, right? It's like our idea of success, it could be us comparing ourselves to someone else's success. And like I said, I feel like your idea of success needs to be your own. So it's not going to look like anyone else's. And maybe that's the challenge here, but, I would just do whatever you feel. You have this adaptability card, exactly what I was saying. I would be, basically, we could sum up everything I just said by just saying be adaptable, because the adaptability card is about realizing that there's more than one way to do anything. There's more than one way to accomplish your goals, achieve your dreams, whatever. So I feel like some of you just need to embrace like different ideas and things like that. You have this resourcefulness card. Definitely a time for you to be resourceful. I think this is true for everyone. I talk about it all the time. I wouldn't be out there like wasting money on things that you don't need or any of that stuff. I would be trying to save your money. Not that, again, I don't think we should be paranoid. I think we should just be aware of what where our money is going. Let's put it that way. Next, you have this manipulation card. It's actually a good card. It is a card of manipulating energy so that you can attract the things you want into your life. You have the Nine of Cups and the Star. Again, both of those cards could represent focusing on exactly what you want in life so that you can get it. And that's what this card, this card kind of looks like the Magician a little bit. And I feel like some of you just need to kind of like practice your powers of manifestation to get the things you want. And I feel like you need to work with the energy as well. Again, the Nine of Cups is like acting as if you already have something, but then expressing the energy as well. And finally, you have this Choices card. New choices, but very, very simple. You have the Fool with the Two of Pentacles. Any decisions or choices that you have to make, I think picking the new path, as easy as that sounds, is probably going to be the right choice for you. I feel like really the past has nothing for you. Everything that you want is in the future. Queen of Swords. She is like focusing on the future here, death, transformation, Knight of Pentacles, which is progress. So I feel like there's much more coming in for you in the future if you focus on it. This is a really good reading here, Sag. I like where it's going. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.